The first time Ethan met Olivia, she spilled coffee on his notebook in a crowded cafe. Instead of apologizing, she laughed so hard that he found himself laughing too. That unexpected moment became the beginning of a love story that neither of them imagined would end in heartbreak. For 5 years, they were inseparable. Ethan worked as an architect while Olivia pursued her dream of becoming a travel photographer. They supported each other's ambitions, celebrated every achievement, and dreamed of buying a small house by the lake someday. But dreams often changed faster than people. As Olivia's career took off, she spent months traveling abroad. Ethan encouraged her, even when the distance hurt. Video calls became shorter. Messages became less frequent. Their once effortless conversations slowly turned into awkward silences. Whenever Ethan expressed concern, Olivia brushed it aside. "We are just busy," she would say. He wanted to believe her. One evening, Olivia announced she had accepted a year-long assignment overseas. "It's my biggest opportunity," she said. Ethan forced a smile despite the ache in his chest. "If this makes you happy, I'll wait." She kissed him goodbye at the airport. For nearly a year, Ethan counted the days until her return. Then one morning, a single message arrived. "I can't do this anymore. We both deserve different lives."
No explanation.
No phone call. Just silence. Months passed. Ethan buried himself in work, pretending he had moved on while carrying pieces of his broken heart everywhere he went. The only person who regularly checked on him was Olivia's younger sister, Emma. She never defended Olivia's decision, nor did she criticize it. Instead, she simply listened. Sometimes that was enough. Ethan never imagined that the woman helping him survive heartbreak would one day become the center of another impossible choice. Nearly 2 years later, Ethan had rebuilt his life. He wasn't completely healed, but he had learned how to smile again. Emma had become his closest friend. They shared quiet dinners, long conversations, and weekends hiking together. There were no dramatic declarations of love, only a peaceful understanding that neither of them had expected. Eventually, friendship became something deeper. They moved carefully, afraid of hurting each other or disrespecting the past. One rainy Saturday, Ethan finally asked Emma to dinner, not as a friend. She smiled through tears. "I've been waiting for you to ask." For 6 months, life finally felt steady. Then Olivia came home. She appeared at Ethan's apartment carrying a suitcase and wearing the same silver necklace he had given her years before. "I made the biggest mistake of my life," she whispered. Ethan stared without speaking. "Can we start over?" Before Ethan could answer, another voice came from the hallway. He already did. Olivia turned. Emma stepped into the apartment. The sisters locked eyes. Neither spoke for several seconds. Olivia looked from Emma to Ethan, slowly realizing the truth. "You, together?" Emma nodded. "I never planned this." Olivia's face crumbled. "I came back because I thought there was still us." "There was," Ethan replied quietly. "You left." Tears streamed down Olivia's face. "I thought chasing my dream would make me happy." "And did it?" She lowered her head. "No." For the first time since returning home, Olivia understood that some doors don't remain open forever. But the hardest decisions still belonged to Ethan. The weeks that followed felt unbearable. Olivia refused to give up. She sent letters instead of messages, hoping handwritten words would succeed where apologies had failed. She admitted every mistake, every lonely night abroad, every moment she regretted walking away. Ethan read every letter, then placed each one back into its envelope. Emma noticed. "You still love her," she said one evening. He didn't answer immediately. "I'll always love the person she used to be." Emma smiled sadly. That's not the same person anymore. Neither of them slept much after that conversation. Meanwhile, Olivia struggled with the consequences of her choices. Friends who once admired her success now saw the sadness behind every smile. Her photographs won awards, yet every achievement reminded her of the life she had sacrificed. One afternoon she visited their old lakeside property. The bench where Ethan had once planned to propose was still there. Only now it overlooked memories instead of possibilities. Back at Ethan's apartment, tension reached its breaking point. Olivia arrived unexpectedly. "I need one honest answer." Ethan nodded. If I had never left, would we still be together? He looked into her eyes. Yes. The answer hurt everyone. Olivia smiled through tears. I knew it. But that's not our reality anymore. Emma stood quietly in the doorway, afraid that history might repeat itself. Instead, Ethan walked toward her. He gently took Emma's hand. I'm not choosing because Olivia failed. He looked at Emma. I'm choosing because you stayed. Olivia closed her eyes. In that moment, she realized the greatest loss wasn't losing Ethan. It was becoming someone who abandoned the person who loved her most. Without another word, she walked away. This time, no one followed. A year later, life looked different for all three of them. Ethan and Emma married in a small garden ceremony surrounded by close family and friends. Their relationship wasn't built on dramatic passion or impossible promises. It was built on trust, patience, and choosing each other every single day. Olivia didn't attend the wedding. Instead, she mailed a handwritten letter. I finally understand that love isn't measured by how deeply someone misses you. It's measured by whether you protect what you have before it's gone. Emma read the letter first, then handed it to Ethan. Neither of them spoke for several minutes. Some apologies arrived too late to change the past, but they can still heal part of the future. Years later, Olivia opened a photography studio teaching children who couldn't afford expensive classes. Helping others slowly filled the emptiness she had carried for so long. One afternoon, she walked past the cafe where she had first met Ethan. She smiled, not because it no longer hurt, but because she had finally accepted that some love stories are meant to teach rather than last. Ethan often remembered Olivia with kindness instead of anger. Without losing her, he might never have discovered the quiet, dependable love that Emma offered. Life had not given any of them the ending they once imagined. It gave them the ending they had grown into. Sometimes, love deserves a second chance. Sometimes, people do not. And sometimes, the bravest decision is accepting that the chapter you miss most has already ended, so a better one can finally begin.